So that brings on into the sensory processing project that we've undertaken here. And it's a really exciting project. And myself and Jessica are involved, and Declan Trainer, the discipline of occupational therapy through Claude and Nolan, library staff, a lot of people around college, and science faculty are really engaged in this. And it's been a wonderful experience so far because there's so much positivity. Because a lot of what we're talking about resonates with people. And there's been huge buy-in so far. So the background to the project has been some sensory audits of the libraries and labs that we carried out in January and February 2019. And then that survey that I referenced earlier, that gave us some background information. The reason we focused on libraries and labs were these were things anecdotally that were coming up within needs assessment meetings through the occupational therapy service. The students were highlighting these as environments that they found quite challenging. And I suppose you think about a lab, for instance, in terms of sensation, there could be 100 students there, all doing different types of activities, the sounds, the smells, the light, everything that's happening within that environment. Trinity Sensory Processing Project, I suppose we applied for funding as a strategic initiative, which now is funded, and that's allowed us to really move this project forward. This is really central to what we're doing within disability service, and it's a key aspect and it's an aim within our strategic plan within the disability service, which is in line with the Trinity's overall strategic plan. It sets out clear targets for access and inclusivity and empowering students with disabilities. But this idea of creating an inclusive sensory environment and sensory experience within college is a key aim for us. So the project has three main aims: to collaborate with key stakeholders, as I say, which has been very positive so far, to create an inclusive campus, to develop specific approaches to enable students to participate within the student roles. And again, kind of talking to, like Jessica alluded to there, about learning about her own sensory system and how she manages it, learning from other students in the ASD group, of how they managed as well. So this kind of learning process that happens to empower students to not only engage in college, but in future life as well, and everything they're trying to do. And then collaborate with the discipline of occupational therapy. And Claude Nolan is a lecturer within the discipline of occupational therapy, who set up the occupational therapy service within the disability service, and is involved throughout every strand of the sensory processing project, but particularly from a research perspective, is very heavily involved in what we're doing. So the different strands that we have. Strand one is about the student approaches that we use within the disability service and the occupational therapy service. So working with students to help them to understand their own sensory preferences and systems and how they manage their day-to-day life. And again, thinking more broadly than just environments, but thinking about experiences and what a student is trying to do within college. Strand two then focuses upon college environments. So we're thinking about all the places that students want to and need to use most within college, libraries, labs, as I've referenced there earlier, but we're also thinking about the wider spaces within campus and hoping to have a bit of a ripple effect in what we're doing by connecting with more and more people about the project and thinking about more and more environments across campus. Staff awareness and training. If we're thinking about the environment, obviously the staff and how things are set up, how labs, how courses, how lectures are delivered. So this idea of staff awareness and training is central to the project as well, around sensory and sensory processing in general, and inclusive curriculum as a result of that. And strand four is an area that certainly Jessica, myself, and Claude and Nolan are very heavily involved in, is the research to underpin all of this. So we're focusing upon the survey that students have completed, and then we'll also be engaging in other research throughout the project.